Today is Monday, September 9th, and today I learned to live a little. Sometimes life just isn't that serious. Yeah, just live a little. There's this quote or idea that I heard a really long time ago, and that I have always just tried to remind myself of, and I just love it so much. It's, are you living or are you just being alive? Like, sometimes we can get in the routine of life so easily, and I feel like I'm in that right now, and life is just boring. And you have to just live a little sometimes. Are you living or are you just being alive? Are you living, like, doing things that make life unique to you and make life fun and just, like, make life? Like, when you are living, you're like, living is an active process, but being alive is a passive process. So are you living actively or are you living passively? For me right now, today was kind of just a rough day. I wasn't very productive. I was just lost in my routine of daily school and like just doing the same things every day, which is good. Routine is good, especially, having a routine is really good just for your overall productivity. I do recommend having a routine. When you get into the exact same day 5 days in a row, then that gets a little rough. So you have to live a little, and you have to be active instead of passive. Don't let the routine take over, because ultimately it's you controlling your life. So you have to be active with that and not passive with letting your life control you. So how can we live actively? How I'm going to do this is, number one, I'm going to try to not spend so much time on a screen. Now, this is a very, very common and like normal thing. Like, oh, I'm trying to reduce my screen time. And I do feel like my screen time is relatively low compared to like the average of like high schoolers or whatever. But I want to try to see how long I can go throughout the day without being on my phone. Because, I don't need it. There's nothing on there that is like necessary that I can't do on my computer. So that's the first thing that I'm trying to do. Second thing, Wednesdays have always been my favorite day of the week because I have a youth group, and youth group is just my favorite thing in the world. It's like my favorite part of my life right now, like in terms of my weekly schedule, because I get taught stuff that's very helpful and important. I see all of my friends, and it's just such a great time, and we like play sports and stuff. Like, it's just the best time of my life. And I feel like that is because I am actively living in youth group. I'm actively, like, I'm outside, we're like playing sports, I'm like talking to friends. Like, I feel like that is active living. But passive living is just, first of all, doing everything by yourself. And I feel like I can kind of fall into that trap. My little cove, my little space in my room, I'm just always in here, and I'm always like doing whatever I need to be doing, which is valuable at times. Like, in terms of being productive and focusing, you need to be alone sometimes. But in terms of active living versus passive living, I do think that being alone is on the passive side. So that's one thing to active living, like be with other people, talk with other people, hang out with other people. Like, if you just go outside, if you have like a front porch, just sit out there for 10 minutes and realize how beautiful of a day it is outside and just hang out. Like, that I feel like is active living. Doing something every day that provides nuance to your day and doesn't make I try to not make every single day the same. I try to do something different every day. I think that is probably the ultimate action point for today's video. Try to do something different every day. My daily schedule is very, I could probably copy and paste the same schedule onto the 5 weekdays and have it pretty much be the same. So I'm going to try to do one thing every day that's just a little bit different, because in my free time. So maybe one day that is going to the library instead of like going to the library and doing my school there and studying there rather than just at my little desk. Maybe one day it's going to a sports game, or maybe one day it's hanging out with friends, or maybe another day it's, I don't know. There's a lot of different things you can do in your free time. That's kind of what I guess that's kind of the ultimate action point. Just try to do something different every single day and give your life a little bit more nuance. Because this past school year, the previous school year, like, especially towards the end, I really did not enjoy anything. It's just every day was the same and life was super boring, and I just did not enjoy that at all. So to prevent that, I'm just going to try to live instead of just being alive and try to be more active with my life. You know, going outside, working out, hanging out with friends, doing something different every single day, and just trying to be active with my life rather than passive. You control your life. Don't let your life control you. Yeah, that is what I have to say today. So I'm posting daily insights, videos just like this one, where I just talk about what I learned that day, whether that's a quote or a system that I thought of, or like just an experience I had, and I'm trying to tell you guys how I'm applying that to my life and how you guys can apply it to yours. So if this video was helpful, then please like the video because that is very helpful for me. Yeah, comment down below some ideas for people and for me to like live an active life. Like, what are the kinds of things that you do to live more actively instead of passively? Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe so that you can see tomorrow's video, and I will see you then. Bye.